Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram, and welcome to FlossTube number 12. It's been 4 weeks. I'm sure you all saw Ross's FlossTube extra. I think, what was it titled? Minus Liz plus Lego or something like that. I don't know. I was pretty sick. And like he said in that video, if I don't take care of myself, it turns into bronchitis, which can then turn into pneumonia. And given I have pretty severe scarring on my lungs from an undiagnosed pneumonia from 2019, and you know, pockets of lung collapse that happened after that, I need to take care of myself. So Ross filmed last fortnight for you. Hope you enjoyed that video. He did enjoy filming it. It was quite funny to watch through after, given that he politely kicked me out of the room. But yeah, thank you for all the comments on that video, and thank you for all your well wishes as well. I am feeling much better than I was. I still have a pretty nasty cough at night, and my nose just won't stop running, so I do have tissues with me just in case. I want to say thank you to everyone that is returning, and welcome if you're new. We've had an increase in subscribers, so thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you. Given that it's been so long since my last video, there's been a lot that's happened. Ross, stop shaking your head. I'm saying let it go. We had my cousin's daughter's baptism. My youngest sister was her chosen to be her godmother, and it was lovely. It was really, she looked really cute in her little baptism dress. It was this little like poofy tutu dress. It was really cute. So we've had that, and other than that, it's been pretty chill. Work's been pretty crazy. Yeah, that's all been happening. Now, normally I would do shout outs right about now. However, Ilonka over at Stitch Ilonka has changed it to calling sharing the love. And I really like that because, like she said, you know, shouting out sounds like you're screaming at someone. So I've got quite a few people that I'm sharing the love about this fortnight. A lot of them have mentioned me in their videos, and there's one new to me stitcher that I found from one of the people that I'm mentioning today too. So first up is Backcountry Stitcher. She did win a giveaway from me a few weeks ago. She shouted me out in her video, so thank you very much. Esther, Danish Stitcher, she shouted me out in her video as well, so thank you very much, Esther. Ilonka shouted me out too, or she shared the love. So thank you very much, and thank you for changing the term too. I like I said, I really love the share the love title, I suppose. Shelby over at Stitches by Shelby, she mentioned me in her video as well. She said she wanted to stitch the Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery, and I did purchase a physical chart, and then I realized that I could get a PDF directly from Autumn Lane, so I actually sent Shelby my physical copy, so now she has it and she can stitch it, so can't wait to see her progress on that. Jen Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. I've been watching a lot of her videos, caught up on her most recent. I absolutely love Jen's accent. She's Welsh, I believe. Is that how they say it? Welsh? People from Wales? I don't know. God, I sound like an idiot. Yeah, I love her accent. Go give her a watch. She's fabulous. Jamie at Cross Stitch and Chill, she mentioned me as well. And congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, Jamie. It's well deserved. And she mentioned me in relation to, I believe it's her sister, Gem State Stitcher. And that we stitch a lot of Witchy Stitcher charts. And let's be real, that's not a lie. But I think she's got 2 videos out. But yeah, go over and give her a like, follow, subscribe, and give her videos a watch too. So there are all the people that I'm sharing the love for this week. If I do mention a couple of people, that I have forgotten, I'll drop them in when I remember. Given that it has been 4 weeks since my last video, I have a lot of new starts, a lot of whips, and I actually have a finish and FFO. FFO is a fully finished object, and I actually FFO'd this probably within 5 minutes of actually finishing the stitching. And that is, surprise, surprise, a Witchy Stitcher pattern, and it is Foolish Mortal. Welcome, Foolish Mortals. If you can see Ross waving. No, move your hand over this way a little bit. You can't see, they can't see you waving. Stop. Anyway, so this is on an 18 count. Excuse the glare. Now I'm trying to figure out how to do this without the glare. I think you're just gonna have to deal with it. It's on an 18 count that I hand dyed myself, and just stitched with the called for 310, obviously. And then the eyes are actually done with glow in the dark floss, obviously inspired by Steph at Sew Glover Creations. And this is going to go in our entry downstairs, but I absolutely love the way that it turned out. And then just on the back I've just laced it myself, and then I'll wax some 3M Velcro strips on it, and then it'll just hang on the wall. But that's my finish and FFO for this week. Like I said, really happy with the way that it turned out. Now that's the only finish / FFO that I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new starts. Towards the end of May, I had 2 new starts from my last video, and then 3 cells stitch alongs started. So one of the stitch alongs that started was Abby Sue Designs Fab 50 birthday stitch along, which is the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary stitch along. And it's this massive piece with all these boxes, and it's got like this golden border, and it's huge, and it's stitched on an 18 count. Now what I decided to do was turn the characters into ornaments. I am not caught up on this. There is 5 releases so far. They're released, I think, every 3 days. As long as I get them done and finished before Christmas, it's fine. So the first one up was BB-8, and the border, the called for border is 2 shades of blue. Obviously with Christmas I decided to go with green and red, and it's done. I don't even know if you can see the sparkles, just barely, but the red and the green is Etoile. So that was the first release. The second release is one of my all-time favorites, if you can't tell, him on the wall behind me. Stitch. And look at how cute he is. I love him. Ross is shaking his head at me. No, Stitch was the third release. The second release was Timon and Pumbaa, which is the one I haven't finished because, I've just sewed strips on it to hold it in the Q-snap. It's obviously much bigger because it's got 2 characters in it, so I haven't actually finished this one. The single characters take about a day to stitch. This one I had to frog all of Timon's head because I missed a whole row of stitches and it was going to look really weird. So I need to finish that one off. Release 4 and 5 have come out. Both of them are characters from The Incredibles. I am definitely not stitching one of them. The Incredibles is not one of my favorite. I don't feel the need to put them on their tree. But the second is pretty iconic. The second Incredibles character is pretty iconic. So I feel like I should, and my best friend thinks I should. So I don't know. I haven't decided. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. One of the new starts I did in May was the companion piece to my Ahsoka chart, and it is Captain Rex from the Clone Wars. Yeah, Ross? Clone Wars. He is nodding. I'm just confirming because if I get that wrong...
Rebels.
And Rebels. If I get that wrong, I would... Divorce?
Okay.
Scoffing.
Jesus, that's taking it to the drastic amount, isn't it?
I did make a...
Make me a villain.
No, I did make a Mandalorian helmet project bag for it. Because they didn't have any clone. They had Stormtrooper one, but I felt like that was really not appropriate. So this is how much I've gotten done, and this is 1,658 stitches. So I got really bored of the border. Obviously, as you can see, I've got a lot of barked threads and my needle is hanging down at the back. But I went in and started filling in the background, and you can just see the shape of his helmet taking shape. And this is on an 18 count white. The Fab 50 is also on an 18 count white, and that had 1,836 stitches all up. Not including the frog stitches. Or is it including? I think it's including the frog stitches. Anyway, I'm putting them back in their project bag so I don't make a mess. The other new start at the end of May that I had is in this Buckley Needle Society Special Investigation File project bag that came with the Murder Mystery box. And it is Must Be Possible, which was the chart that we got in the box. Absolutely love it. I did spend an entire day recharting it so I could have it in Pattern Keeper, and I managed to do it, so that's fun. And then this is stitched with the Called For DMC, which I've put on a little floss holder thingy. And it's stitched on the 16 count Jody fabric that came in the box as well. And I did, where are my notes? 685 stitches on this one. So I've done Must Be and then the P in Possible, and I love the way this is turning out, and I can't wait to finish it and then have a little black light on it to show the blood spatter on this one. So that's exciting. I really need to work on this one again. Alright, another stitch along, the second of 3 stitch alongs that started is the Touch of Magic stitch along by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Sorry for the cut. Ross was like, needed to tell me something really important. It wasn't.
Really was.
Anyway, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. The Touch of Magic stitch along started, so I got the threads put onto my Ginger Stitch Bats floss drops, and like, look at these colours. The colours are incredible, if that even works. And this one, part 1 was released, and this is on a 16 count. I think it's Pearl Grey by Zweigart. And this got 1,021 stitches, and part 1 was completed. Now, my oar in Trick or Treat is, I think, 1 stitch too high. I'm not frogging it. I'm not counting off it. I realised and counted the star off Treat. I think I'd stitched Treat first anyway. And then I worked Trick off Treat, not off the oar. Otherwise that would have been thrown out. But part 1 is complete. Next part should be out next week. Which is good. This is really fun. I'm quite enjoying this. It's pretty quick to stitch up. It only took about 2 days, I think. Or a day. I can't remember. Anyway, it's in my Quidditch project bag. Because magic. Should have moved the needle before. Alright, my last new start is the Supernatural Stitch Along by the Witchy Stitcher. And I figured out if I do 922 stitches a week from the 1st of July or 1st of June when it was released, then I'll have the frame done by the 1st of July. I've actually done more than that. I've put in, oh, I'm pretty sure I've done more than that. Yeah, I have 3,155 stitches. It is on an 18 count Menacing Storm by Crafty Leanie. This was her fabric of the month for May. And that's what I've done so far. I just need to put in little bats, candelabra up here, and then join the border. Most people, or it was recommended to stitch it on a similar fabric to the cryptids, so they would match. However, I have chosen to do the opposite. So for comparison, let me just fold so I don't show you what I've done. This is Supernatural and this is my cryptids. So dramatically different. Doesn't bother me. I love the grey. And I think it's going to look incredible with the colour palette that's been called for. It is in this project bag that I also made that's new. Alright, that's all my new starts. You right? You sure? Alright, now onto my whips. So first up is obviously the cryptids. I put in 826 stitches on this one. And this is on an 18 count tea-dye. And I just worked in some more black in, I finished off the black in Bigfoot, and then I started the 310 on Drop Bear. So up here is meant to be Mongolian Deathworm, I think. And then someone charted the Drop Bear and Amenazi, so I had to put it in. I am changing a haul that goes down the bottom as well, but I'm leaving that till last because that's the first time I've charted my own little change. Well, I've tweaked it anyway. When I get to that, I'll show it, but I need to finish off. I'm going to finish off the 310 first, and then I'll get back into filling in all the colours. So yeah, 826 stitches on that one. I also worked on the Collectors, which was one of my Whip Go calls for June. We're in June now. And it was my second goal. My first goal was finishing Foolish Mortal, which was done. And then this was called for 5 days of work, which I finished on Wednesday and got my first bingo. So this had 774 stitches in. It is on an 18 count that I dyed myself. But just look at how amazing that looks. Like just the layers of green, and it looks like it's background, and then, you know, when this fabric is washed out, which is really annoying, but it's just so creepy. I love it. I can't count. I had to frog a couple of times because apparently trees are hard. But I can't wait to put some more work on it. Alright, the next thing I worked on was release number 3 for the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Under the Sea stitch along. And that was 1,137 stitches. And this release was solid. So it's the treasure chest, the sand, the coral, and there is some treasure braid in there. There is. So the white on the treasure chest is treasure braid. Anyway, this is what the whole thing looks like. Release 4 should be out next week as well. So that will be interesting. This is also on an 18 count that I hand dyed myself. And it's in a rainbow mermaid bag. How exciting.
Is it Pride Month?
It is Pride Month, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, wow, fancy. Pardon me. The second last whip I worked on was Sweet Dreams, again, by the Witchy Stitcher. And this one I haven't worked on in a while, and it is called for a finish on Whip Go. It hasn't been called yet, but this is on an 18 count that I tea-dyed myself. And this got 286 stitches, so not much, but some progress in there. Let's move the needle minder out the way. I love the way it looks on this fabric. It's so creepy. Like even the blood on this fabric. Anyway. All right, the last whip that I have. My back is starting to hurt. Excuse the hanging threads. Is Ahsoka. This is the companion piece to Rex. I've literally only worked on it yesterday and part of today. So the whole frame has been done. I need to fill in the part threads, and then her headdress, her eye, and then I started filling in the background. And there's a really, really subtle gradient with the two blues in there so far. These stitch up so quickly. Like they're just such a joy to work on. And since I'm not going to have it out for haul, I bought a new needle minder to go on this project. I bought a second needle minder of Stitch in a Pumpkin, and I have no idea where it's gone. It was on, so this thing here, the front of it has got needle minders and stuff on it, and it was on there, and I think I've knocked it somewhere. So I need to actually check under the couch I'm sitting on to see if it's fallen under there. And this is on a Darth Vader project bag that I made, and if you know, you know. No? Alright. That's all my whips and stitching. I have haul, and I have a lot of haul. For some reason, mail from the US to Australia was held up dramatically. I don't know why. I don't know why it took so long. It just did. I actually have something that I was hoping I would get in by today. Have I even said what today is? Today's Friday, the 17th of June. Oh God, it's only taken this long into the video. It's Friday, the 17th of June. I did have a parcel come in that I was hoping to get in by today, but it's being held by customs. And it's a Star Wars cross-stitch kit from Forbidden Fibre Co. that she did as an exclusive for the 4th of May. And sorry, I'm a bit puffed out. It's being held in customs, and I spoke to Mel Rouvray, and asked her if she had any issues, and apparently for some reason they hold Forbidden Fibre Co. parcels until we can provide proof of purchase, which is just stupid, but I'm waiting for the email from customs. If I don't get it by Monday, I'll call them and just say, you know, hey, what's happening? But I do have a lot of haul to show you. Part of it I'm gonna have to get Ross to get because it's next to him. Can you give me that basket? I got a lot of haul. I'll show you the charts that I got in. I did get the Summer in Stars Hollow digital chart for the retreat that's happening next week. So I do have that already keyed up in paper ready to go. I have my fabric ready and gridded, so I can't wait. Anyway, haul. Distracted. I got my number 6 of A Year in the Woods. So I got the bear. Look how cute he is. So that'll get added to the list. Mel Rouvray is hosting a stitch along for this, and I'm starting with her on the 1st of July. I think it's called A Year in the Woods SH South. So SH is Southern Hemisphere. So we're starting with the Fox, which is a winter chart, and it's winter for us. So I jumped on that bandwagon. I believe we're doing it with Stitches and Diamonds, Marie, and oh my god, I'm really sorry, I can't remember her name. I talk to her all the time. This is really bad. Pulled out my phone to have a look because guilt. Okay, so it's Mel Rouvray, Marie, Stitches and Diamonds, and Claire at Cross Stitch Create. So yeah, so it's A Year in the Woods, SHSAL. If you want to join in, message Mel and she'll add you to the group chat. The next chart I got is Frogwarts Year 1 Band Sampler by the Black Needle Society. I am doing Frogwarts Year 3 Retreat, which is next month. I cannot wait. So I got the Year 1 chart because I didn't know Black Needle Society existed when this came out. And I missed doing Year 2. So Year 2 hasn't shipped yet. I have ordered it. Just waiting for it to ship and then it'll come in, but I got Year 1. I also got Ghost Stories by the Witchy Stitcher because let's be real, anything Meg the Witchy Stitcher releases I'll probably stitch. Look how cute this is, and she actually created these little tiny sketchbooks or mini ghost story book for the photo shoot, which I absolutely love. It's just really cute. So I can't wait to stitch this. It's not big. It's 64 stitches by 90 stitches. And I can't wait to start this. This is gonna be really cute. The Witchy Stitcher also started a Patreon, which I joined. There's a free chart every month, and the chart for this month is a haunted carousel, and it is the most incredible thing I have ever seen, and I need to dye fabric so I can start it. I don't need a new start, but it's just beautiful. Go have a look on her Instagram. She shared a photo of it. It's amazing. So as part of her Patreon, you get a free chart every month and you get behind the scenes stuff. Whilst I put in that order for the Black Needle Society, I did order a couple of other things. One of them being, I'm gonna need something to put behind this. Let me just get my book. I got the fabric measurement card. So it's just this little piece of plastic. I put it behind. And it's got the different measurements on it. So 14 and 28, 16 and 32, 18 and 36, and 20 and 40. Like me holding it up and you being able to see through it's gonna help at all. Already come in handy. I love it. I also got the specialty floss that came in the steampunk box, which is the little silk nuggets from Almond M&Ms. So they're the 4 colours. So this one is Nautilus. Gotta love the focus on this camera. This one is Gears. This one is Sherlock, which I absolutely love. And then this one is Hugo. So they're the 4 little nuggets from Almond M&Ms. And then I saw this and it was still in stock and I couldn't help myself. But it's the Gilderoy Lockhart mirror. Isn't it cute, Ross? So I got that as well. So that was my forbidden, oh my god, Black Needle Society haul. Mel Rouvray was also doing a de-stash. She was de-stashing a lot of her Aida fabrics, and because I'm an 18 count crazy person, I got some of her That's not hers. I got some of her fabrics that she was destashing. So this is a Mystic Fabrics fabric, and look at how beautiful it is. It's an opal, so if you can see the shimmer on it, but this is washing it out as well. It's like this fairy floss pastel rainbow color. It's beautiful, love it. The second was a Dying for cross stitch. It's not named, but it is stunning. This one and the Mystic Fabric one that I just showed are the first two that I saw. And I just had to get them. Like they're absolutely gorgeous. That's another opalescent. Another one was this Mystic Fabrics purple, which I love, and I'm sort of leaning towards using this for Frogwarts Year 3 because it is done on, the called for is Beetroot by Fox and Rabbit. I don't stitch on linen, so and I'm pretty sure they don't have an Aida for it, and it's like a sort of magenta beetrooty colour. This is way more purple than the called for, but I sort of love it for Year 3. It is showing up a lot lighter than it actually is. It's quite dark, so I love that one. The next one I got was a Live and Die LA one, and she actually gave me her what are they called, comic book cards that she kept it on. So it was like the post, but this is, let's see if I can angle it. There we go. It's this beautiful blue, pink, purple dye. Stunning. And the last one was Wisteria by Live and Die LA, and it is a gorgeous purple. So they were the fabrics from Mel. Next up, I got a couple of t-shirts that were exclusive to the Black Needle Society retreats, and these are all by Athena at Stitching Goddess Designs. She has a Facebook group for her t-shirts. She's Athena X Stitches over on Instagram, and she's Stitching Goddess Designs on YouTube's. But she sells through her Facebook group. Go on, she's got some incredible shirts. But these were exclusive to the Black Needle Society retreat. So the first one I got was for the Murder Mystery retreat, and it says, a stitcher cannot survive on cross stitch alone. She also needs her murder mysteries. Oh, they also need their murder mysteries, because I can't read backwards. Stunning, love it. Gonna have to fold this, put it away. The next one I got was for the retreat next week, which is the Gilmore Girls Stitching Summer in Stars Hollow, and it is the Stars Hollow Stitchathon. Stitch or go home. I love it. There was one that was like a film by Kirk, and I really wanted it, but I limited myself to only one t-shirt, and I love this one, so it's appropriate for the retreat. The last one I got is exclusive to the Frogwarts retreat, and it is my favourite. If you can't tell by the colour, I am a Gryffindor, which, you know, some people don't like people saying, but this is my channel. You don't like it, leave. And it is a Gryffindor t-shirt, and I love it, and I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to wear it to Universal in Hogsmeade, and Ross is judging me behind the camera, but I don't care, because it's beautiful. So apparently my battery decided it had enough of me talking and quit. So we had to change the battery over, and hopefully this one lasts longer. It was fully charged as well, so I'm a little bit offended. But we are filming in 4K, so it's going to chew the battery. Alright, I have two more bits of haul. I got an order from 123 Stitch and a Stitch in Time down in Hobart in Australia. 123 Stitches, obviously in America. And I got a whole bunch of fancy floss over-dyed. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of Gentle Arts. A lot of these are for Frogwarts, Summer in Stars Hollow, Autumn in Stars Hollow, and the A Year in the Woods stuff. Classic Colourworks, again, Frogwarts, and all the fancy stuff. I love that purple. And then my favourite of the set are these Weeks Dye Works that are called for the Summer in Stars Hollow. And they are glorious. Like, I just can't, they're just beautiful. The purple and the pink are probably my favourite. So this one is Peoria Purple. And I think the Bubblegum. Yep, Bubblegum by Weeks. Look at how pink it is. It's beautiful. Nope, it's not even picking it up because the other threads are in the way. Come on. There we go. I love them. It's going to look incredible and I can't wait to start it. That's set for next Thursday for me. The retreat starts in Australia. It does start at midnight, I'm pretty sure. No, I do have a schedule somewhere. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday for me, and Monday, and it starts at midnight each night. I'm not joining that early because I need sleep. And the last bit of haul I got was from one of the craft stores in Australia called Lincraft. They had a massive mid-year sale where their DMC floss was 75 cents a skein. Now, their stranded cotton was, 75 cents. Their Etoile was $2.50, I think. So I got two of each colour, two skeins of each colour. So the first one was the 666 Etoile, and then $6.99, and that's for the Fab 50 ornaments. I also got some gold Etoile from A Stitch in Time, but the rest of the threads that I got I have already split into Ziplocs for the projects that I'm kitting up. Some of them have fabric in them because I already cut fabric. These two don't, so whole bunch of floss. This is for the AT-AT chart that Stitchalonka is working on. I'm easily enabled. I saw her stitching it and decided to kit it up, so it's all ready to go. This one is the X-Wing from the same company. I think it's Awesome Pattern Studio. So the X-Wing is kitted up. The other two is BB-8 and the chart is called Dogfight and it's TIE Fighters. Are they called TIE Fighters? Ross? Are they called TIE Fighters? The ones with the... Yeah. And then... I can't remember the name of the group that I'm in on Facebook, but she does Disney charts. And there is a Small World. The ride gives me a headache. But this chart is incredible. So I kitted that up with these. Like the colours are amazing. So I kitted that up as well. I got to the register and I had my basket of my skeins and I said to the lady, I'm like, I'm really sorry. She's like, what for? And then she saw my basket. Now, I'm going to show you this receipt because it's taller than I am. So this is the top of the receipt.
Wait.
This poor woman had to scan each skein individually. That was $69 worth of floss, and That would have cost double in Australia if I had paid full price
You know
for
what?
it.
Normally, I'd put a fancy little thing just above your head somewhere. With a
Yeah,
comment.
next to Stitch.
That's crazy.
The receipt?
You've got issues. You've got issues.
Have you seen the photo of it next to me?
I have. It's bigger than your bookshelf.
No, like, oh, is it? I wonder. Probably is.
Yeah.
No, like I said, that, like 75 cents a skein in Australia is cheap. Even online, it's like 80 cents from JK's, which is where I regularly buy it from. For Lincraft to have it at 75 cents, that's less than half of what a skein normally costs in Australia. So Lincraft normally sells it for $1.50. Spotlight sells it for $1.50. If you're a Lincraft member, you can get it for $1.05 in store, but they never have it for that price. They didn't have a lot of the colors that I needed, so I needed to order from JK's anyway. But it's fine. I got a couple of thread card holders that came in with the floss that I didn't include in haul because they're thread card holders. And yeah, I just knew I had to like kit stuff up. The only thing, I'm sort of on a pattern buying ban because I have more than I can stitch. And I really need to get some of the stuff that I have charts for actually stitched. I'm thinking of doing a whip parade, a mid-year whip parade in my next video. Let me know if you want to see that. I currently have 30 active whips, I think. And I'm starting something. I'm starting the Summer in Stars Hollow at the retreat next week. And then I've got a 1st of July start with Mel for the Year in the Woods, the first chart. So I'm going to have something like 32 active whips. So if you want to see a mid-year whip parade, let me know. I don't really have set plans for the next few weeks. We've got, like I said, Summer in Stars Hollow retreat next week, and then Frogwarts next month. So if you've never done a Frogwarts retreat, go and watch the video that Chloe and Felicity, Fortunate Flossies, did on their YouTube. I've watched it twice, and I've keyed up to watch it again. It's just so helpful, and I love Chloe and Felicity. They're amazing. So I'm really excited to be able to meet them in the retreat, like actually see them in person. Well, in person, on video, same. They're in a different state to me, that's why. But if you, like I said, if you haven't done a Frogwarts retreat before, go give their video a watch. It's there's some great tips. And they did this frog in a potion, I think they called it. It's like Toad in a pond, like a Freddo frog in jelly. And I'm totally gonna make some for Frogwarts. So thanks for the, I don't even think enablement is the right word. Yeah, my brain's gone. It's checked out. It's Friday night. All right, that's all I've got. Like I said, again, let me know if you want me to do a mid-year whip parade. I can do it in a fortnight. When I do my next video, I'll just, instead of doing a regular whip update, we'll just do a mid-year whip parade. If you guys want to see it. If not, I'll just do a regular update. Do all the YouTubey things, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. My brain is checked out. Just gone on holidays.
So I'm going to try and put it up against that.
Is it taller than you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, how?
It's
taller than the... It is.
It's touching the roof.
Oh my god, it's the whole height of this room.